So I hope you guys have had a wonderful Saturday. It has been extremely nice here in East Tennessee today. It was a great day to work outside. I'm very thankful for what I get to do for work. I get to do exactly what I like to do. I work outside, work with equipment, work on, the properties, whatever. I love what I get to do. Thank God that we live in America, right? So for a couple of days now, guys, I've been thinking, sorry if this is bumpy. I am on my way home from work. So I've been thinking for a couple of days about the left versus the right. We talk about that a lot. We talk about the news and the media. They're always talking about the left versus the right. Everybody posts about the left versus the right. And if you think about what we think or what we feel like the left stands for, which is a lot of what they really do stand for, they stand for, they push gay pride and the LGBT community strong. And that's not good to push on our kids. The video I did a month or two ago about that, I don't like the fact that my kids are so influenced by that. Or not necessarily influenced by that, but it's in their face. They're trying to influence my kids by that. Cartoons on Nickelodeon. It's even get to the point where there's a cartoon that I had to tell my kids they couldn't watch, because in the cartoon there was a couple that's a man and two men, and that's the kid's parents. You know what I mean? I was walking. That's the mom and the dad. I was walking through my house and I heard the kid say something about his two dads. That's terrible. And they push the violence. They push the rioting. If you're not getting your way, or you want somebody to listen to you, you get violent, destroy stuff, tear stuff up, put your hands on people. You don't like my opinion? Good, I'll beat you up. That's their way of doing things. They don't believe that we need our weapons. They want to restrict your weapons. What is that? Why should we not have the right to defend ourselves? They push the whole race thing. Me and my nephew were talking today. He works for me, and we were talking today, and I'm not saying that there aren't some piece of shit racist people, but racism is not really that big of a thing like everybody wants to say it is and make such a big deal about. I know that there are some people that say and do things, and they have some weird beliefs and some real shitty beliefs, but I don't know anybody that just walks around and it's just a plain out racist. I know a lot of black people, even black black creators, black conservative people that I watch. Racism is not what people want to say it is anymore. It is not like it used to be, and it's the Democrats, matter of fact, that started the KKK. Correct? So the left started that. They believe that if you don't get your way, you can cheat. We are seeing that firsthand right now, right? We are seeing that with this whole election. On the right, we stand for freedom. We stand for freedom of speech. We stand for our Constitution, which is what makes America great. To be honest with you, I don't really care if our president is a Republican, a Democrat, a Libertarian, Independent, or whatever. I don't care. You know why? Because if they're good for the job and they're good for our country, I don't really care what side you're on. Just be good for our country. That's all I ask. Be here for your people, be here for your country, and what we stand for as Americans. I don't care what side you're on, as long as you're on America's side. Where I have a problem is the presidents that are all in it for the money, all in it for the power. That's if you go into anything and you're doing everything for money and power, no matter what it is, a job, a new business, you start your own business and you're just like after the money, and you're not good to your people, your employees, they're not going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? You need to be for the people. What I want to see is, on the right, I'm not saying that we stand against the LGBT, but I'm going to just be honest with you. It's wrong. Any of you guys that are, like this channel, you guys like the videos that I put out, if you are part of that, I don't really want to say I apologize, because I don't, because what I'm telling you is the truth. But at the same time, I'm not here really trying to hurt nobody's feelings or piss anybody off, but it's wrong. And I'm not going to stand by and just support it, because not only is just in general it's wrong, the way the LGBT pushes all their shit on our kids, You know, I walked into the Target here, and I'm sure there's Targets all over the place. The Target here where I live, they had a whole section of clothes that were gay pride based for children. I have a huge issue with that. On the right, you know, just like look at our protests. Look at what was happening. You know, we got people, conservatives, Republicans, whatever you want to call them, Trump supporters. That's what I call them, the president supporters, and they're out there thousands at a time, and not anything has been rioted, looted. I'm not saying there hasn't been some fights, because yeah, there's been some people that have been injured. There's been some Antifa fights. There's been some Trump supporters fights. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. We're tired of the shit. We're tired of having to bow down to it. We're tired of, you know, just standing by watching our country be destroyed, and our kids, you know, they're like training our kids to be a certain way and to believe a different way than what us as real Americans believe should be the way. Sorry, I'm trying to drive. I'm just, the left versus the right is almost like a good versus evil thing right now. You know, politics and the parties, they've gotten, and I'm not just going to say it ain't just Republicans. I mean, it ain't just Democrats. Both parties have gotten radical. You know what I mean? Yeah, and people being radical makes other people radical. That's what I'm really trying to say is, I don't support anything that influences children to live a way that is wrong. See, my kids know the difference between right and wrong. My kids know that being homosexual is wrong. My kids know that rioting is wrong. I don't like the fact that what's happening in our country is being pushed on our children. I have a huge problem with that. And because it's not just what comes from TV and social media. My kids have a pretty good grasp on reality and the influence of social media, because I make it very clear to, look, you need to make sure you understand what you're actually reading and what you're actually saying and how you're actually understanding things. It's not as just easy as, oh, well, this thing says it's okay to be gay at 12 years old. This thing says it's okay for a boy to dress like a girl at 12. No, none of it's okay. You know, my kids know that rioting and looting and violence is wrong. They also know that, but if you put your hands on me, there's going to be a real bad problem. You know, they know to stand up for themselves. And it is really almost like a good versus evil thing. And it's really sad that this is where our country is. You can't have a fair election because they are so dead set on getting one man out of an office that they do not care about the country anymore. They do not care about the people anymore, if they ever even did. If Democrats take over and they gain any more power, if this country was run by Democrats, guys, you're looking at defunding of police. That's going to put a lot of good Americans in a lot of bad situations that we don't want to have to be in, but we are willing to be in those situations. You're gonna, like I said before, you're gonna have all these mask mandates. They're gonna try to make you wear a mask. The mask doesn't work. It's been proven, right? The mask does not work. If you can breathe through the mask, you can get the virus through the mask. I know this video is kind of random. I was just thinking about this. I was on the way home from work, and I just wanted to, you know, talk about it for a minute. But just think about it. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. What you think about that, about a good versus evil and the difference in beliefs. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys follow me on Facebook, Justin Fowler. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram. All the links will be in the video description. We need to get social media up, guys, and continue to reach for, because they shadow ban us like crazy. The last video only got 1,400 views. So anyway, guys, make sure you guys share the videos. Make sure you share the channel. Let's follow all the social media so we can keep us, all these conservative channels going, because they shadow ban us like crazy. Just like my Twitter account. My Twitter account got suspended. I didn't really do a lot on it, so I just deleted it, started a new one. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.